Hi everybody, and welcome back to Parsley Sidings Part 3, and today we're going to look at the foundations of the layout. Now we just have a shelf, it's not exactly exciting, but we're going to be going to get some more of this because this is all I've got left. But this is going to be the basis of the ground and contours of the land. So we just need to get some of this, provide a bit of support for it, and then we can look at laying the track down. So let's head off to the superstore to go and find some of this. It might be a long way from the store entrance, but there's some shade, and in Australia shade is king. Now we're back from Bunnings, we've got the green foam and the wood. Let's get the shelf off the wall. Oh, the J72 is definitely not very well, so we got to look at this at some stage. Let's have a look. Ignoring Stephenson's rocket for a moment, here we have the board. That's the back, this is the front. So the track plan, if you remember, we're going to have one there, we're going to have one there. That's going to be down here for a head shunt, and we're going to have the other points around here somewhere to make a loop. What that doesn't leave us is much room at the head shunt here. I'll just move you around a touch, tweak you down a bit. What this doesn't leave is much room for a head shunt and a side in to come around here. Obviously we're still shrunk down slightly here in the middle just for getting it all in the frame. So we're going to widen it a bit because we want to be able to bring this out to about here to give us a nice piece there. So we've got room for scenery behind, and then the siding will come out around here somewhere like this, so we'll see off the edge of the board. So what I'm going to do is add approximately 40 centimeters, that's all, on the front here, so it just gives us a bit of scenery at the back behind the head shunt and a bit of scenery in front of the siding, just so we don't just drop everything off the edge of the baseboard. And that is where the foam comes in. It's light, very light, weighs practically nothing as far as we're concerned here. It's easy to form, we can just glue it on top of here, but what we need is the support out the front. Okie dokie, so wood. I didn't really want wood because of the weight. You know, there's quite a bit of my allowance that I've got gone in purely there. So let's get the saw out, the tape measure out, the pencil out, the square out, and get this wood trimmed to size, and we'll get it fitted on the end of this. Right, we've now cut me bits of wood, had a cup of tea and some lunch, so now we'll carry on. As I was saying about these bits of wood here, so I've trimmed this board to the correct size of the shelf, and I'll go through these bits of patterning. Or by the way, measure twice, cut once. Yeah, at least you're not going to see this bit, no one will ever know. So I've cut it really, long one for the top, short one for the bottom. Honest gov. So it's quite a simple thing. We are going to attach this bit of wood to the end of the shelf here. Now what I could do was just glue it on there, a bit of screw, but the strength in the end here isn't going to be much, and I don't want too much load on just a couple of screws to be good. So I'm going to attach this piece of wood to the top edge there so that it sits on top, so the weight is also supported across the entire end, and I'll have one underneath as well. So it's just like that, if you could see, just like that. Footnote, just remember to do them the opposite way round. Don't do them all on the same end, because then when you go to attach it, you'll be wrong. And now we're all done, we're drilled, we're ready to go. I have a visitor, so see you in a bit. I've had lots of visitors today, so I got behind. But anyway, here we have the piece of wood with two strips on for support. Just slots on there nicely. Two screws, ready to go. So we'll stick some PVA in and get it stuck on. And stick it on. Low torque setting, obviously. Nice and sturdy. And I'll just glue the other end on and we'll put the front beam on. We can get the foam on. Quick as that. And that'll make a nice fascia board. So I shall get my clamps on here. Drill and screw both ends, and then we can glue it in as well, and that will be nice and sturdy support for the front of the layout. Nice PVA glued and screwed joint. Make it nice and strong. Clamp it in position again. Excellent job. We'll do it on the other end as well. So now we've got the board, the shelf extended slightly. I'll probably end up putting a bit of support in the middle along there because it just flexes a little bit, just to make it a little bit more rigid. But overall the shelf is there. It's all firm, glued, screwed, nice and strong. So now we cut the board to go on the top, and that's easy because this stuff cuts with a knife. Knives. So a knife, sharp tools. Careful, don't lose your fingers. I've still got 10. Now the easy way to get this board cut to size in this case is just to place it on the back of the board. Nice sharp instrument, in this case a pencil. And there's a perfect cut line. I'll repeat this for the other piece, green piece. Easy as that. I'll take this outside with the sharp knife. And the advantage of this over normal polystyrene is it doesn't make half as much mess. And the weapon of choice, bread knife. Not too much mess, and with a bit of sandpaper job's a good one. Oh, excuse me, coming through. And that'll go on there. Just got to trim the end so it goes over this bit here and sits on top of there, and that'll be ready for the next stage. We can get some track down and run a train. So we'll cut that corner out and that'll lay in there nicely, and I can do the same for the other end. hopefully that should slot. How's that? And again, repeat it on the other end. And now we have the first level of the baseboard completed. And now I can cheat and do something. The first train to arrive in Parsley Sidings. Hurrah! Well guys, we have trains running on Parsley Sidings. It's slightly cheating because yeah, it's not fixed down yet, but we'll get around to that in the next video. Start with a bit of basic landscaping and forming up the track properly. So see you again soon for episode 4. Bye for now.